Jacob Kirschner, and I was sick today. I think this is a very bad week for me to be sick because the Screening Guild of America is coming to where I live, and I really want to go catch some screenings. Actually, there's one thing I don't like about screenings anymore. But back in the 80s, all you had to do was just show up with the little newspaper clipping from that morning's film section in the local gazette, and they would just let you in. So last night I went to my first screening since 1989, and they waved this stick around all over my jacket. It made some beeping noises when it went right by my crotch, but then the guy said that was probably the cell phone that was in my right pocket. So here I am ready for the movie, and this tall security guard's making me, go back to my car just because they don't want me to text during the movie. I usually don't text during the movie, okay? I show a lot of respect for everyone else who's in the room with me, and I don't really appreciate it when little kids text and check, it's annoying, so I don't do it myself. Yeah. So when the movie was over, I sorta whispered into the guy next to me's ear, and I told him that I was excited to go home and review the film. And next thing I know, the security guard's back, and he's showing me a non-disclosure agreement that I inadvertently signed while I was in line for the screening. So instead of reviewing the film I watched last night, but which, by the way, I'm not even supposed to tell you guys what the name of the movie was, I will be reviewing Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds. My good friend, and one of my favorite American directors, Quentin Tarantino. A lot of people say this is just, a Tarantino war film. But it's more than a war film. It's a different take on historical events, this time brought to us by American filmmaker Quentin Tarantino. I would like to start out this review by saying that as film lovers, it should be part of our job to ignore historical facts and just take what we see on the screen as truth. Sure, Hitler didn't really get killed in a theater as he did in the film, but don't we all kind of wish he had died like that? That's why I love movies so much. I'm sorry, guys. I can't really continue with this review. I just, I have a nagging feeling left over from last night when I went to the screening. This man was giving out these little tickets, these little blue tickets in the line, and he asked me how old I was, just wondering if I'm in the target audience to receive one of these tickets. And I tell him my age, which I'm also not allowed to share in this podcast. But I told him my age, and he says he says it's old. He doesn't quite say old as in, you're old. He kind of hints that he's bound by law not to give me a blue ticket because of my age, yeah? So I don't get a blue ticket, and all this time I'm anxious because I don't know if I'm going to get into the film, but eventually everything turned out all right because I did get in the end. Because everyone else who didn't have blue tickets in the line had either left the line already out of boredom or was about 30 to 35 years older than me. So I guess you could say I was part of the demographic in the end. Well, why not just give me the blue ticket in the first place?